So after 4 years, we allegedly finally know why Doc was banned. And it's not good. Apparently, he was messaging minors on the Twitch Whispers function, which is no longer a thing. But we're gonna go over the entire timeline of this whole situation because I saw a lot of people saying this doesn't add up and this doesn't make sense. Use your critical thinking ability. And I am using my critical thinking ability. And you know what? This all makes sense. So first of all, Doc was banned June 26th of 2020. And when he was banned, everyone was confused. There was seemingly no reason. DrDisrespect was one of the biggest streamers on Twitch at the time. The ban really made no sense. Like in March, a couple months before he was banned, he signed a multi-million-dollar deal to stay on the platform for a long time. So yeah, the timing's really weird. And then Twitch's only real statement on the matter, and this is still the statement to this day, was this. As is our process, we take appropriate action when we have evidence that a streamer has acted in violation with our community guidelines or terms of service. These apply to all streamers regardless of status or prominence in the community. That's a very vague statement, especially for Twitch. Usually when a streamer gets banned on Twitch, they will eventually give you the reason as to why. And usually it's just to the streamer. And then the streamer usually says why they got banned, usually complaining about how ridiculous it was. But apparently, Twitch never notified DrDisrespect of what he did wrong. And that's his words. At this point, I'm kind of doubting if that's true, and we'll get to why in a second, but yeah. That's what DrDisrespect said. Slasher, who is a prominent person in the esports gaming community, usually he's pretty accurate with this kind of stuff, tweeted this. Look, for several hours now, I have been told from credible sources the reason DrDisrespect has been banned. However, due to the importance and sensitivity around the subject, I have refrained from talking about it. I don't feel comfortable with it currently, which is some massive foreshadowing. And keep in mind, that tweet is 4 years old. Slasher tweeted that pretty much right after all this stuff happened. So to recap the timeline so far, Doc was banned June 26th of 2020. There was seemingly no reason. DrDisrespect said he doesn't know why. Twitch made a statement that was very generic, and Slasher made a very ominous tweet. And if we fast forward to now, we have Cody Connors, a former Twitch employee, saying this. He got banned because he got caught texting a minor in the then existing Twitch Whispers product. He was trying to meet up with her at TwitchCon. The powers that be could read in plain text. Case closed, gang. And this is kind of a bombshell because no one knew this. Like, there was always talks and murmurs about it, but no one knew for sure, and we still don't, to be clear. There's no evidence. This is not proven. And then Slasher subtweeted it. I didn't lie. Definitely referring to this old tweet because what else would it be given the current timeline? And then Jake Lucky quote retweets the Cody Connors tweet and basically attaches DrDisrespect's name to it, and DrDisrespect responds to it and says this. Jake, seriously, I get it. It's a hot topic, but this has been settled. No wrongdoing was acknowledged, and they paid out the whole contract. Excuse me, Doc, what did you just say? No wrongdoing was acknowledged? What? You know, it would have been really easy to say, no wrongdoing occurred. But no, he said no wrongdoing was acknowledged, which is really suspicious. When you use legal jargon like this to defend yourself, it doesn't look good because no wrongdoing was acknowledged means that both parties kind of agreed to go about their merry way. That's all that really means. And he's also bragging about getting paid out. I don't really understand the whole point of that. Maybe to not get Twitch more involved so they have to comment further because that might be bad for him. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, unless Slasher lied 4 years ago, this whole story is unfortunately lining up really well. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand if you want to say we don't know for sure. That's totally fair because we don't. But acting like this at the very least is not suspicious looks suspicious because it's not just one person saying this. This seems to be something that's being brought up from different sources at the same time, which makes me think it might hold some truth. And as I said, this is not confirmed. As DrDisrespect said, no wrongdoing was acknowledged. And if you want to entertain this idea because there's no evidence, that's also totally fair. You don't have to. But don't go around saying this doesn't line up at all and use your brain, blah, blah, blah. When if you use your brain, it lines up pretty well. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Like and subscribe. New follow me on Twitter @spatnz. One click, check out more of my content and have a good one.